Nearly every cancer survivor that I know has the same worst fear, and that is the fear that their cancer will come back, which is called cancer recurrence. And I'm sitting here today to tell you that my worst fear has come true. My cancer is back. You may have noticed over the last several weeks that we've been pretty quiet on social media and in our notes to our community and our newsletter. And that's because this is the reality that has been unfolding for us. But in this video today, I'm going to give you a little bit more of an update about where we're at, where we're going to go from here, and invite you to consider how you might be able to use my story as a springboard for enriching your own life and your own journey. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail today about my cancer story in coming to this moment. I would invite you to read the essay that I wrote, or you can listen to me read it on the podcast, The Burn. And you can read it in a book called Igniting the Fire Within, which was published in 2022. It's a collection of essays by young cancer survivors. And there are links to that on our website, or I'll put them below. But in the essay that I wrote, called After Death Leaves Its Calling Card, I share my story of going from cancer to country living. Even though I still do regular checkups with my oncologist, I was the one who found the new tumor. I was doing my morning workout like I do every day when my arm brushed against something that felt a little strange. And on closer inspection, I found a lump. Over the last several weeks, I've been going through diagnostics to determine what it is. And we found out that it is cancer. I'm still going through additional testing to determine the extent of the cancer and the treatment options. And you might notice my arm, I just came from an MRI. Even though we've been radio silence mostly outward to you in our community, I've been leaning heavy on homesteading. My why, which you might have seen in our video about knowing your why, and in our free guide that you can download as a quick start to homesteading, I talked a little bit about how much homesteading has helped me to heal and recover from cancer, and to find solace from the PTSD symptoms that I've experienced. And with this new news, which has been devastating, I've gone quiet outwardly, but inwardly on our homestead, I've been finding tremendous solace in things like making bread and planting seeds and sewing wax canvas bags. And even though I'm really emotional, there's so much joy to be found in using my mind and my heart and my hands to create some of what I need to survive. You probably heard me say that before, and it is not something I say that I think you should do or that is a theory. It is truly what I live every day. And during this really uncertain time, it has provided me great comfort. When I went through cancer the first time, I had many regrets of things that I hadn't been able to achieve yet. And that felt debilitating. And this time around, I feel deeply satisfied and peaceful. What I know to be true, deep in my bones, is that even if this is my very last winter walking this earth, that my life has been enough. It's a whole different thing to think about death on the horizon and that we're all going to meet it someday, than having it come in close and whisper in your ear that it's here for a visit. And that, oh, by the way, we're not actually in control of anything, which is not my favorite. But when I look at the life that I've cultivated for myself, it brings me so much comfort, even in these moments when I have to go out into the world to these really scary appointments and come home. This life nourishes me. And I so want you to have that experience too. I really hope that you are not dealing with something as awful as cancer right now. But I do know that everybody in my life is struggling with something really serious. And I'm sure the people I see every day have wounds I couldn't even begin to fathom. We're all struggling. On January 1st, I sat in my garden and I shared with you some of my hopes and dreams for this year. And one of them was to be able to sit there on December 31st with you and see a thriving garden once again. This is not at all the hurdle that I thought we would be talking about in February. And yet, here we are. You know, I've heard many wise people, much wiser than me, say that we don't always get to choose what happens to us, but we do get to choose how we respond. So in the coming weeks and months, I really am not sure how they're going to unfold for me and my health and our family and our homestead. But I'm going to continue to show up and send notes out to our community as much as I can. You can sign up for our newsletter for free at our website. Our free guides will still be available for download, and I'll be recording videos and writing articles as much as my health allows. And I hope that we can be here, regardless of what happens, together at the end of the year to celebrate how far you've come and how far I've come. What I want you to know most is how grateful I am for you. I'm so grateful that you're watching this video, that you are considering ways that you can take care of your health and wellness and create a positive difference in the world. I'm so grateful and humble for the opportunity to serve you. And more than ever, what I want you to know is there is no one right way to homestead, only the way that's right for you.